Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Nice looking Thursday. I can't really tell from in here if it's still cold out there. Maybe our next guest knows. He was just out there. BJ Jacobs is in the studio. He's the executive chef over at True Grits Restaurant, and I have a funny feeling we're going to be hungry by the time we're done with this interview, Robin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. True Grits is a taste of the South, serving classic Southern food with a little soul, and it's amazing to listen to the different things that a talented chef can actually put together for us to eat. When I'm basically a toast and butter guy, I think I can probably put together a scrambled egg if I really had to, but I know that BJ already told me you don't do it in a microwave. I don't know. It works for me. And this is the time of year where food is a big topic because of Thanksgiving coming up in just a little, like 2 weeks from today, right? BJ Jacobs from True Grits Restaurant. Come on, BJ. How you doing?
Morning. Good. I'm trying to stay warm today.
Stay warm. Is it cold out there right now?
It's chilly.
It's still chilly, huh? See, I
Chillier
brought my
than I would
coat.
prefer.
First time this year, I've worn my coat.
Yep.
I've had this coat. You know, I live in Florida, so I don't need a coat very often. I've literally had this coat probably 2 decades, right? Would you say?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would say so.
Longer than you've been alive.
Right?
Yeah. So how's everything at True Grits?
Good. Things are picking up. Everything's starting to run smooth. We've got our team into place where they're not getting frazzled when we get slammed on the weekends. So.
Are you guys open on Thanksgiving?
We're actually going to be closed for
Close.
Thanksgiving.
Okay. Because I've always wondered. I mean, people need to be at their homes, but yet it's a food day, so it's kind of like a dilemma for restaurants, right?
It's one of those things more so that the corporate, the larger restaurants and chains, they can afford to stay open. Smaller independent, not only the cost of it, but also we have families and we like to cater to our employees and make sure they can spend time with their families.
Of course, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah, I would love to be able to cater to everyone and give them some excellent food on Thanksgiving. But
now, what about the next day? People are out really early on Friday after Thanksgiving. Are you guys open for breakfast that day?
Yes, sir. We'll be open back to normal service 6:30 a.m.
Wow,
so
that'd be a good time. A lot of people have that day off. And a lot of people are out, like for example, the mall's going to be open 8 p.m. Thanksgiving Day, believe it or not, for 26 hours, all the way till 10 p.m. Friday.
Yeah.
The parking lot's going to be filled when we get here.
That's early.
So you might have some people stopping by, and I hope some of them say, "Hey, I heard you on WOCA."
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Have you had a whole lot of that since you've been you do this like once every?
I believe I've had two older ladies that came in. Actually, right after our last show, they came in. By the time I got back, they were coming in. They said, "Oh yeah, we just heard you on the radio."
Just coming in to get something to eat, right?
I think that's about the only one. But maybe we can offer an incentive.
Sometimes they don't.
You mentioned WOCA, we'll give you 10% off your check.
Oh, there you go.
Hopefully they don't forget that, right?
Yeah,
so where's everybody today? You're all alone. Usually you have women around you.
Yeah, I know. Today's a bad day.
Just busy? Is everybody busy today?
Yeah, Yankee girls making sure our guests are taken care of back at the restaurant, and Wendy's off handling owner problems. Making sure we can keep doing.
Well, I was amazed last time you were here. The close relationship you actually have with your colleagues, the people you work with.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that we've built. It's actually surprising how fast we were able to build the camaraderie between all of our staff.
It kind of click.
Especially in the back of the house. The guys in the kitchen, they all came in pretty much similar backgrounds, and they all have the same goal. And
is there any one thing on the menu that you love the most? I don't mean to eat, but to prepare. Like when somebody orders, "Oh, I love making this one." Do you actually, because you love your job? So is there? Let me think of an example in my world, like I don't know, like these type of interviews. Of all the interviews we do, my favorite type are the type where somebody comes in and we get to know you and we have this little bit of freedom to veer from the topic. We can talk to you about anything, really, but we'll stick on the topic for 80% of the interview. So that's my favorite. What's your favorite in your line of work?
Probably out of what we have on the menu at True Grits, I would have to say the shrimp and grits.
So the thing people love eating the most is the thing you like making the most.
It's just that whole dish, the whole mystique behind it. As far as we didn't have a actual recipe for it, the dish had never been made before, other than opening day and the first ticket rolled in for shrimp and grits. And
Wow.
do this. Well,
What do you mean? Oh, you mean it was actually invented by a customer?
No, I did it.
You invented it.
I invented it.
Oh, you put it on the menu. And then somebody ordered it?
We had never made it. Everything is, like I said, this was our restaurant impossible. The menu was written and costed out within 6 weeks. The restaurant was completely renovated and ready to go. So we really didn't have time to train or to practice anything or to test the recipes.
You put shrimp and grits on the menu, but you had never made it before.
No.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
So
That's
so
talent.
there's somebody in the restaurant. They say to the waitress, was it Yankee girl, and whoever it was,
possibly.
they say, "Would you? Oh, I'd like to order some of the shrimp and grits." And you get it, and you go, "Holy
On
cow!"
opening day. Well, we had all the ingredients there. I had a basic idea of how I wanted to execute it, and then opening day it was on the fly training.
So
That's
is it
cool.
whole shrimp? Is it pieces of shrimp?
whole nice big shrimp, and put some nice blackening spice on them. They sear it off. Then little shrimp stock, tomatoes, bacon, parsley, lemon juice, and then some butter. Make a nice beurre blanc with butter sauce out of it. Spoon it over the grits with some Parmesan cheese and scallions.
You should have a sign outside that says "Home" or "Birthplace" of the shrimp and grits.
Oh yeah, that'd be wonderful.
I mean,
Right on
that's
the
a
menu
fame. That's
outside.
claim to fame right there.
Yeah.
I don't think I realized that until just now.
Well, it's not shrimp. I didn't invent the dish shrimp and grits. It's just my version of
Who else has done it?
Well, it's a Southern tradition.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, the Low Country, like Charleston, South Carolina, it's a big thing. It's a labor intensive where they stew tomatoes and okra down for hours with chunks of bacon. And, yeah.
Wow,
It's
I'm
a
gonna
food of
try
love. Yeah,
that.
then there's different varieties of where people actually cook the last 20 minutes. They just throw the shrimp into the grits while they're cooking, and then season the grits all together so the grits pick up the shrimp flavor.
That's what I wondered about. Yeah. So do you do that? Do it that way? So the grits don't taste shrimpy,
No,
or
sir.
the shrimp doesn't taste gritsy.
No, it's more so just a sauce to cover the grits, sort of like the classic Charleston.
I love grits, but I cannot tell you what they taste like. I'm trying to think. Grits have.
It's hominy.
It's what?
Hominy. Have you ever had buttered hominy for breakfast?
Oh, hominy.
Yeah. Some of
No.
the things in the South.
No. What is hominy? I always see hominy grits. Is it the same thing?
It's the same thing. It's also used in Spanish cultures in some of their soups, like the pozole and menudo.
Oh wow.
Buttered hominy. Now, what does it look like?
It's just like blown up kernels of corn. White
Is
corn.
it yellow? Oh, it's white.
It's white.
Oh, okay.
Blown up?
They're just fat. They're swollen because they're dry and then they rehydrate them.
Swollen corn. And do you
that's
serve that at
interesting.
True Grits?
No, we haven't.
No. Butter.
That's hardcore Southern.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounds good though. Anything
Oh,
with
it
butter
is.
on it sounds good. Is it crunchy? Is it hard? Soft? What is
It's
it?
so it has a meaty texture almost.
And it's corn. So why is it called hominy? What does the word hominy mean?
Oh, I'm not sure on all that.
Just a strain, maybe, because
Yeah,
the
probably
corn
just
is like
the style of.
yeah, like silver queen
So why are
corn or
grits-
field corn. Yeah.
And okay, are all grits hominy grits or no?
If they're white, they're all hominy.
If they're white, it's a kind of a racial thing, isn't it?
Well, no, yeah, you have white and you have yellow grits.
I'm teasing.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have people coming in this time of year? I know you're not open on Thanksgiving, but do you have? Oh, here's one. Catering. You guys cater, right?
Yes, sir.
So does catering include, like, if I say to you, I don't really want you to bring it to me, I just want you to prepare like a platter that I'm going to bring to a
Pick it
party.
up. Yeah, not a problem. We've actually got a lady. We're gonna do some whole turkeys, the whole boneless turkeys. And
Oh.
spiral cut hams and.
How do you get the
pretty
bone out? You mean you pull the bone out of the turkey?
much- Well, I'm gonna order them bone out.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
I would too.
Yeah, it takes about 25 minutes to bone out one by hand. So I'll let the machine do that for me.
What's
So remove all the meat from the bone.
Yeah,
You
well,
don't just literally.
if you're doing it by
pull-
hand, you have to take a knife and start up at the top. And,
and then just keep
Slice.
slicing and everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, it's really
okay.
intricate and time-consuming, tedious task.
Okay.
So pies too. So people could
Pies, yeah,
we
you
could
can
order
order-
our pies there for
pre-order fruit
Thanksgiving and everything.
pies,
Do you have pecan pies?
Pecan, pumpkin, sweet potato,
Oh wow!
So
nice.
you call it pecan?
pecan,
Yeah, I know. I've been.
pecan.
I know.
You put your pinky up for the pecan.
Oh, I see. That's the.
Oh, I get you.
status.
Put your pinky up for the pecan. Got
How
it.
do you pronounce it? How are you?
I say pecan, but
Pecan, okay,
But
so
I was
it's
told I was wrong. I'm glad to hear a chef say it the way I say it.
Well, I'm from the sticks in North Carolina, so
Yeah, but I'm from New
might
York,
like-
so you would think it'd be opposite, but it's not. It's the same thing.
and then I have family members that live right down the road that say pecan,
Oh, really? It's just one of
Oh,
those
wow.
things.
tomato.
So what do you put a letter in? An envelope? Or an envelope?
I don't know. I never thought about that.
You never put a letter in anything?
Yeah, I put a letter in it.
What do you put a letter in?
The mailbox.
Touche.
What's another word that everybody gets wrong? Gets wrong.
New Orleans.
Caribbean. Is it the Caribbean or the Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Yeah, me too. See, 1 for 1. So,
Yeah.
what do you put a letter in besides the mailbox?
Envelope.
An envelope.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we're on
No
the same
pinkies up.
page.
Right? No pink.
Envelope, Caribbean, and what was the
Yeah,
other one? Grey
envelope.
Poupon.
Yes.
Grey
Grey
Poupon.
Poupon.
Grey Poupon.
Do you allow aspiring chefs from the schools to come in and shadow you sometimes, or do you give lectures to them?
That's actually one thing I want to work on doing with the school that we have over here. What is it on 200? I know there's a culinary program. I've been in there.
The college across the street.
Yeah, the college.
Yeah.
I've talked to them a couple of times, possibly of getting employees and stuff. I also want to go back. My alumni, Le Cordon Bleu in Orlando. Just making the time to get back there and to let the people
wow.
know. Aspiring chefs that what you want to do. What you have to do to make it. It's a lot of hard work. It's not like the commercials portray on TV. You want to be a chef, and the guys back there in a pristine white uniform, just nonchalant chopping away. It's hot temperatures and high stress.
In early hours too, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. If you're the breakfast, or if you want to do baking, you're definitely doing the third shift, early AM.
Not only am I impressed with chefs in your ability to create meals for people, like one after another, like somebody orders something, somebody else orders something, somebody else, and you're putting their meals together one after another, but also the variety of that same meal. So somebody on the order, it says, I want this one medium rare. I want these eggs, whatever the different. It's like, wow, I couldn't even do an egg more than one way. Let alone all the other things you guys do.
Yeah, multitasking is definitely a trait you have to have, because when the tickets start rolling in and you're timing it, everything's pretty much set on a 10-minute window. So when that ticket rolls in, you set a 10-minute timer in your head. So the next one goes in, it's another timer.
Oh wow.
Is Wendy Cook your boss? Is she actually your boss?
She's one of the owners.
She's one of the owners?
Yeah.
Okay. So if she suddenly won the lottery and had, $10 million, and what would be on your wish list for the kitchen? Is there something that you wish you had in there that money could buy?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
But it's mainly toys and things.
Is there anything that we use in the home kitchen that you will never use? Like, do you use a microwave?
No.
You don't?
No. That's not allowed in my kitchen.
Okay, now explain why.
Well, microwave radiation. The way it works, it acts on the water molecules inside the food, and it agitates them, and they move around, and they rub against each other and
That's
cause
exactly
friction.
right. That's right.
And then the friction causes the heat, so it's cooking from the inside out. So if you're cooking a piece of protein, instead of rather the protein chains uncoiling naturally and becoming tender like you would if you were cooking on a grill or slow roasting it, they get all jumbled up and they tangle up and they're tight. And it kicks moisture out of the cells that shouldn't be there. So you're actually drying out your food and toughening it up.
Oh.
And then if you're cooking something like vegetables, you're jumbling around all the cell walls. You're breaking down the nutrients. Like a piece of broccoli coming out of the microwave that looks perfectly cooked is actually less nutritious
Really?
than a piece of broccoli that's been boiled to death in a pot of water.
Oh my
You can
gosh.
at least drink the broth and regain some of the nutrients from it. When it's microwaved, it's gone.
I didn't know that.
Right.
It's a sad state.
It is.
So anything else you would never serve your guests? Like, would you serve them canned food at all?
Canned food. Now, actually, there's the stigma about canned and frozen foods. Those foods are actually fresher than what you get at the grocery store.
What's fresher?
Canned and frozen, because they're canned and frozen at their peak freshness. When you pick something off the vine, now it's got to be transported 2 or 3 weeks and go through storage and logistics before it gets to your grocery store. So the corn that you think is fresh that you're buying from the grocery store may have been picked a month ago in South America and it's made its way up here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
So the frozen stuff, it comes right out of the fields, goes to a processing facility.
I hope everybody listening goes to your restaurant. You really know your stuff. I apologize because last time you were here, I said before the next time you're here, we'll have gone to the restaurant, and I still haven't gone, but...
Oh, no, it's fine. Hopefully you guys got to try some of the Danishes we left last time.
Yeah, oh gosh. Thank you. I forgot to
Ooh.
thank you for that. Yeah, they were delicious.
Yeah, we do those just on the weekends for our breakfast pastries and stuff. We do like our muffins, things during the week.
Is it a buffet?
No, it's just
just
like
order them?
an added thing you can add. You can upgrade if you don't want toast. You can have a Danish.
So get
They're
somebody.
flaky.
Let's talk to the people who don't want to cook on Thanksgiving and they want you to do it for them. I mean, what can we get from True Grits to take home for Thanksgiving? And when do we need to do it? Because it's 2 weeks from today, right?
Yeah, as soon as possible. That way, I mean, I'd probably be best to have a week's notice. That way, I can order all the food and get everything processed.
Would you actually cook a whole dinner?
Yeah, I have no problem with that. We can do the catering, put it all in the aluminum chafers, and you can come pick it up.
So let's. You know, my favorite
wow.
thing is on Thanksgiving. My favorite thing is I like the white meat for some reason. I like the dark meat too. I'm kind of lying if I say I only like, but I like the stuffing. Unless you call it dressing. Stuffing or dressing? What do you call it?
We always call it dressing.
Dressing. One thing we're different on. Okay. It's dressing. Okay. And gravy. I love the gravy. Do you put grits in the Thanksgiving meals?
Not normally. But it can be done.
Yeah, I'm sure I could. If you can put grits and shrimp together.
Now, with your gravy, you use the giblets,
Oh, okay.
the neck bone, and the gizzards, and the liver, and all that.
Oh, see, now that's... Oh, now we're really separated. Yeah.
My grandmother always liked the part that went over the fence last. She always said that's what she liked. I still don't know what that's called.
That's the butt, right?
Yeah, they're called the Pope's nose.
Oh, okay. She always liked that piece. That
So
was
what
always
is
hers.
what is the word giblet? That means all of the organs, or
The giblets, it's normally like the heart, the liver, and the gizzards.
now, do you actually like eating that? How is that cooked?
Well, and for the giblet gravy, you just cook it down with the drippings from the bird
Right.
and the neck bone, and then until the meat falls apart, and chop it up, make your gravy out of it.
So there's only one heart per turkey, so there's not much giblet.
No,
is
it's
there?
just to season the gravy, flavor it. It gives it that organy, minerally, earthy flavor. When it mixes with the sage.
Organy, minerally, earthy flavor.
It's earthy.
That's what it is. And then when you mix it, like sage and tarragon that's been put into the bird,
Right.
it all ties together.
Are you there all day and all night long then, or do you have somebody else that you oversee that can cook while you're not there?
Yeah, I have my right-hand man, Corey. He takes care of things when I'm not there, especially Thursday, Friday, Saturdays when we're open for dinner service.
Oh, for all 3 days then, for dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do you close in between times then, or do you stay open?
From 3 to 5, we shut down so we can filter the fryers, clean up, restock everything.
Do you
Oh,
do you ever cook with wine or like some chefs? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
What's an example of something you'd cook with wine?
Well, we've been using sherry in our collard greens for
Really?
Oh,
roast the ham hocks in the oven so they get going and get the bone marrow and everything working up before we make the pot liquor. So when you come out, we deglaze the pan.
What do
with
you call it,
sherry.
pot liquor?
Pot liquor.
What's that?
That's the liquid that you cook greens in.
Oh, okay.
It's like instead of a chicken stock or a broth, it's we call it pot liquor. It's
A
made
ham
with the
hocks.
ham hocks.
oh, okay.
And water and fat back, bacon,
Oh,
onions, garlic, stuff like that.
wow.
And
Oh,
then
I
you
like some of that.
let it reduce down. You draw some of the gelatin out of the bones and out of the collagen out of the skin on the ham hock, so it gives you more mouthfeel. It's like you can taste the. It actually gives texture to the broth, if you will.
Wow.
Instead of it just being flat water, it has volume in your mouth. You can detect it more so than just.
I don't think I've ever used that expression. I have volume in my mouth.
Well, that's some of the technical terms used by chefs.
Right.
I'm glad you don't use that.
Guys, I was right though. You are getting us hungry. Let's see if we have a phone call. It looks like we've got somebody calling in. Fun conversation we are having with BJ Jacobs. He's the executive chef over at True Grits Restaurant, getting us hungry and making me want to get out of my comfort zone a little bit and try some of the things I've heard about so often. And I know that BJ is an awesome cook. Good morning. You're on the air with BJ Jacobs.
Yes, good morning. Okay, I was hoping that you'd work in somewhere along all this wonderful food talk. Where are you located? What's your hours?
Yeah, that would be important. Yeah,
please.
Yeah, that would be important.
Yeah, we are at 331 Northwest 20th Street, right down from the Livestock Pavilion. Used to be the old Coffee Kettle. We're open Monday through Sunday.
It's also a gas station, Lauren. I went there. Rob and I went there one time, but you guys were closed.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
All right. So what's that address again?
Northwest 20th Street. It's 331 Northwest 20th Street.
Okay. And what's in the area? What's across from you, or what else?
There's a transmission shop directly across from us. Like I said, we're attached to the Sunoco gas station. We're right down.
Oh.
Do you know where the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion is?
Sure.
Right down where from Caroline always goes the what do you call that auditorium? Yeah.
The agricultural center.
Yeah, right down that same road.
So are you west of there?
We're on the 441 side.
Closer to 441. Yeah.
I'm not sure
West.
the direction. Yeah,
Yeah.
west.
Yeah, they're west.
Follow your nose. Just
okay, so
follow
you
your
said
nose.
Monday through Sunday.
Monday through Wednesday we're open 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday we're 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then we reopen from 5 to 9 for our dinner service, and then Sunday we are 8 to 3.
Oh my goodness!
Got you hungry, huh?
When do you sleep? That's it.
There's a couple hours in between.
Sunday is 8 to 3.
Have you eaten everything that BJ has talked about, or is there anything that he said that you've never tried that you'd like to try?
A lot of things.
Like what? What do you want to try that he said?
Okay, the shrimp and grits.
Yeah.
What he was just talking about, the
volume in the mouth?
The collard greens.
The collard greens.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just and oh my God, I could eat a Thanksgiving dinner every week. So, oh my gosh. Is that on the menu? Do you do turkey during the week or anything like that?
We have not brought in turkey yet. We've had a couple people ask about it. Maybe after Thanksgiving we see how it rolls out. People like our turkey. We might do that.
Turkey grits.
Well, we could do that.
Yeah, one day a week do turkey, and we can all pile in for a Thanksgiving dinner once a week.
Yeah, really, that'd be fun. All right.
Oh, I'll be there. Thank you so much. I have to get there. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. And on the breakfast menu, are there things like pancakes, or you guys stay away from those things?
Oh no, we have some awesome pancakes. We'll make sure to add fresh vanilla and a little cinnamon into the batter. So when they go out and hit the table, you can.
People don't know what it is. They just know it's good, right?
Oh yeah.
And
we put a little maple syrup in the mix too, so it
Oh really?
Oh, wow.
already tastes like pancakes. Some of them, I prefer not to put syrup on the pancakes.
Do you know, we had a guest on once who said it's very rare to find pure maple syrup, and the guest was right. We went to the grocery store, and almost everyone said, "What's this? High fructose corn?"
High fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, but we did find some. So what do you guys use?
Well, we have to have the high fructose corn syrup. It's pancake syrup, but I do have pure maple syrup available to our guests.
Now, what about the sugar cane syrup? Do you have that?
Sugar cane syrup? No,
not that I want it. I'm just curious. 'Cause I've heard people say that's better than maple syrup. Is it? Is that true? It's a southern thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a southern thing. It's just like a byproduct of making molasses and refining sugar.
Is it just very, very sweet? Is it even sweeter than the...
It's like when you squeeze the sugar cane and you start boiling the water that comes out of it.
Oh, I've never done this. I have no idea what that does. What happens there?
You need to give us a tour. We'll come over and have a tour.
Well, we did. I did
rather
promise
eat.
I'd be there to eat.
That's
we
right.
did go, but you guys weren't open because we went too late. See, our hours don't always jive. So
We can do it Saturday morning.
what are we doing? Oh, we're doing Kiss the Horse.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be there at 8.
At 10.
Oh, at 10.
Yeah. So
Oh,
maybe
okay.
we can
Yeah.
do it before.
All right. Before we
can
kiss the
show up
horse.
for breakfast.
Something
Yeah.
really garlicky. So in case we do kiss the horse, the horse will
Yeah.
go crazy. So there's a few things I wanted to try too. See, no,
Yeah.
I'm not really a shrimp fan. Robin probably would like the shrimp and
Yeah, that's intriguing to me. I think I'm going to try that.
No,
Shrimp and
we
grits.
were at the chili cook-off this past weekend.
Oh, were you?
And we served our normal chili to everybody, the public there.
Right.
But for the competition, I've been playing around with Thai grits since we had talked about it to the Ocala Star Banner, the food critic, when we first opened.
Right.
We had mentioned the possibility of Thai food, Thai grits.
Right.
Oh,
Now
okay.
I was playing around with it, and so I gave the judges Thai red coconut curry chili Saturday, and we placed second runner-up in our small business.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So maybe there's hope for Ocala with stepping out on a limb and going with some crazy
Yeah.
flavors. But we have developed a Thai grits in the restaurant, and the guys in the kitchen are absolutely rave over it. So
Oh, that's cool.
waiting for the proper time to drop it.
BJ.
I'm going to try that too.
I always enjoy speaking to you guys. You guys are so nice. You are so nice. When you come in with the everybody's been so wonderful over at True Grits Restaurant, and Rob and I both love when we see your name on the guest list.
Yeah.
Know that you're coming in. BJ Jacobs, executive chef, True Grits Restaurant. Thank you so much for coming in. And I know we did it once, but do it again. Where is True Grits Restaurant? And give a phone number too, if you would.
331 Northwest 20th Street, Ocala, right down the street from the Livestock Pavilion. And phone number is 352-867-7772.
And you have a website.
And we have a website, www.true-grits.com. And with that, our menu we are under construction with that, trying to get our new menu updated on that. So
Okay,
everything
okay.
isn't 100% current.
Okay, so if I give you an idea for a menu item and somebody finally orders it, would you make it?
Yeah.
Okay, ready for this? Peanut butter and Spam on rye.
There
What-
you go.
What do you
Peanut
think?
butter and Spam on rye.
What do you think?
Yeah.
You think anybody would ever order that?
Fried Spam.
Yeah, fried. You can fry it. Yeah. You think somebody would actually order that?
I might try it myself.
It doesn't
you
sound
go.
good to me. It doesn't sound good to me. I was just being silly. Oh no!
It sounds all right.
Spam and
though.
rye bread.
Spam and rye, yeah, with a little peanut butter. Who knows?
Thank you, BJ. You're fun.
Yes, sir.
Fun. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir. You do the same.
All right, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back.
You're listening to WOCA News Talk 1370, Ocala's source for what's happening in today's hottest, up-to-date news and topics.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Dad jeans.